Hello everyone, this is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. We are live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, and thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We're here every weekday. We start at 1 p.m., we go throughout the afternoon, and we get to have a lot of different conversations on this show. Right now, we're talking about a Comic Con and an amazing nonprofit called Make-A-Wish. You've probably heard of it. And the two of them coming together, and it's not just any Comic Con, it's a brand new one. Very unique, first of its kind, that's going to be taking place. And we're going to discuss that right now. We've got two fantastic guests joining us. We've got Steph, we've got Laura. Thanks to both of you for being here. I think to start off, before we get into everything, just so everybody can get to know you two, would you mind introducing yourselves and just the organizations that you work for? Steph, would you want to go first?
Sure, yeah. So I'm Steph Shalkowski, and I am the VP of Development and Alumni at Make-A-Wish Oregon. And so obviously at Make-A-Wish, we work to make every child's wish granted and serve children in Oregon and Southwest Washington who are dealing with critical illnesses.
And Laura, could you tell us about yourself as well?
Yeah, I'm Laura Hoover. I'm the convention director for Westside Comic Con, which is a new nonprofit Comic Con, like you mentioned, that I do in addition to my day job in finance and operations, trying to bring the nerdy part of me and the business part of me together.
Bridging the gap. Yeah, perfect. Well, let's start off talking about the Westside Comic Con, because this is the first ever one that's happening, and with that unique aspect of the nonprofit side of things. Can you tell us how this came together? How did this idea start and then come to fruition?
So our family goes to a lot of conventions. It's become our happy place and our safe space. And we found ourselves returning to the ones that really build a lot of community. And as I had been involved locally with Bag and Baggage, our theater, on their board, and getting to know how much conscious community building there is in Washington County and Hillsborough, we saw the gap for something nerdy given all of the tech and all of the geeks who are out here. And so it seemed like an obvious gap within what we were building within our community to create that safe space and an opportunity to take what we love best about our favorite conventions and bring it home.
And seeing some examples there of just how that all is, and you know, some of the different things that happen there. So I want to ask you a little bit more too, just about this. So when you're putting this together, you know, what were some of the biggest challenges that you were facing?
As a nonprofit, funding for an event like this, a lot of the funding comes in during the weekend of with tickets. And so there's a time gap as we get things going. There's been a lot of excitement and people willing to step up and be involved running panels and events. And so it's really been more about making sure we get all of the logistics pieces in place firmly as we get started, and that we're building good partnerships that'll last us not just this year, but into the future. And I think we've got a good start on that, and we'll keep building from here.
And when you look at, you know, partnering with Make-A-Wish, and Steph, maybe you can tell us a little more about how you became involved in this and what made you want to partner with this.
Yeah, well, Laura actually approached us to talk about supporting and having a spotlight charity for the event. So I could let Laura speak to that, and then I'm happy to talk about how excited we are to be a part of it.
Yeah, Laura, what made you choose Make-A-Wish?
There were a couple things. Having a spotlight charity was one of those favorite parts of conventions we wanted to pull forward, of taking the opportunity to drive good through the event and then also drive good from the event. So we're doing a profit sharing model where we will match part of the fundraising that we're doing for Make-A-Wish. And we reached out to Make-A-Wish because of a couple things that came together. High school friend of mine, her daughter just received a wish where she is writing a canon Transformers comic book, and we were able to invite her down to be a comic author guest as part of rounding that out. And when that came together, it really made sense for the charity we reached out to this year to be Make-A-Wish, so that we could pair those pieces together. It's a group I've been aware of for years. I have friends who have kids who have had wishes, and they have absolutely the best things in the world to say about the organization. And then you've got a huge nerd connection as well with the 501st involvement and other organizations who directly fundraise or engage on the wishes like you're seeing on the video right now.
So bringing all of those teams together and bringing those aspects all in together. And Steph, for you, you know, what is it like partnering with Make-A-Wish with an organization like a Comic Con and bringing all of those, you know, aspects together?
I think, like Laura said, it's just such a natural partnership with these groups because the 501st, the Saber Guild, Star Wars Oregon, that's such active wish granters. You know, they, as you just saw that video of Cannon, and he wished to have a Star Wars party with his friends, and they all got to build lightsabers. And there were members of the Saber Guild who were there who put on an entire show of how to fight like a Jedi. And they did a full Jedi training. He had members of the 501st there, really made it above and beyond the most magical day for him, a complete escape. They've been there for send-offs at the airport to help kids have a really magical start to their journeys if they're traveling for their wish. And we've just found with Wish kids, they're facing with critical illnesses some of the darkest times. And imaginative play and being involved with groups like these can be so powerful for those kids. You know, if they're really trapped in a tough treatment plan, this kind of creativity is an escape. And we're grateful for all their involvement. And it's such a natural partnership with all these people who are involved in the Wish community and really working to be a force for good.
I mean, it seems like it's, you know, something that's just pure joy for everybody when you're coming together like that. I mean, both the people who are there putting on like the 501st, but also, you know, clearly for these children who are there fulfilling that wish. And I would imagine, I mean, for you two, like, how does it feel when you see something like that come to fruition?
A lot of the early conversations about why do we do a con centered around how much joy everyone and community everyone found there, and that we can't have too much joy. And so anything we can do with the event, with the community we build there, with the partnerships with Make-A-Wish, and then in future years, other charities to keep building that joy and keep pushing that good outside of the convention center and the one weekend, the more we all benefit.
Yeah,
And I
Steph,
think you'll see sometimes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
no,
think you'll see
no, go
sometimes
ahead.
that like the wish can truly have this big ripple effect. You know, it not only gives this incredible moment of joy for the family, for the child, it's also everyone who gets to be a part of it and gets to help grant it. And then the people who get to hear about it and say, I want to do something like that, you know, like Laura and the Westside Comic Con and being a part of it. You know, and we even have, she had mentioned the child who recently had a wish that's going to be there. There's also a kid in the Hillsborough area who is dreaming up his one true wish right now and is going to come and get to experience Comic-Con and be a part of the panel talking about Make-A-Wish and what it means. So it's just a beautiful circle of joy that ripples out from every wish and every experience, and opportunities like this to be in the community and be a part of events like this that give joy to everyone is really special.
It really is just amazing. Well, for everybody who wants to come out to the Westside Comic Con, can we give them just an idea of what to expect and reiterate, you know, when, where, and how they can come out there and participate?
Yeah, so we are at the Wingspan Event and Conference Center at the Washington County Fairgrounds. We will be having programming on Saturday and Sunday with comic artist guests doing panels and Q&A sessions. We've got workshops and other programs all throughout the day across a variety of different geeky topics. We've got a full gaming hall if you want to come and play your favorite TTRPG, Magic the Gathering, or Battletech, and then the vendor hall as well, where you can support a lot of the local artists, as we are very artist heavy in the vendor hall as well. Additionally, Saturday night, we're going later with some more, little bit more adult items. We've got a burlesque show, the PDX Broadsides will be playing, a drink and draw, and then that late night gaming as well. And you can get badges at the website, westsidecomiccon.com, or in person.
Amazing. Well, and Steph, for people who want to participate and help out with Make-A-Wish and all the great work that you do, how can they do that?
Yeah, so if you want to be a part of this event, the Westside Comic Con folks are so graciously matching donations that are made through their page, up to 25% of event profits, which is amazing, and we're so grateful. And then if you're interested in being part of the Wish community, Oregon.wish.org has all the different ways you can give back, from volunteering to donating to just being a part of a Wish.
Well, thank you both for joining us here on Fox 12 Now, and just for all the work that you're both doing. I mean, it's such good things, and as I think, as you were saying, Laura, like you cannot have enough good things, and this is a good thing on all around of what you're doing. And congratulations on the success with this, and you know, best of luck this weekend. It sounds like it's going to be awesome.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much. And for everybody watching, we are live streaming here out of the newsroom. As I mentioned, this is Fox 12 Now. We start at 1 p.m. and we're almost to 4 p.m., but we're not quite there yet. So we've still got some more for you. We're going to talk about the Portland fire and some of the big changes they had today. So big roster changes. We're going to discuss that and more just after this break. So stick right with us. Whatever platform you're on, we'll be right back with more here on Fox 12 Now.